Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about the right way to charge your iPhone. Now when it comes to iPhone battery and charging, there are a lot of myths. So in this video we're going to talk all about those and of course see which is the right way to charge an iPhone. Now first of all, a very simple tip. Don't use fake cables. Always use the cables that come with your iPhone or of course that you purchase from the App Store. Cables and chargers as well. Now of course you might use other brands, but make sure that they are certified. Don't use cheap cables because they might damage the battery of your iPhone. And even if you're using an original cable that came with your iPhone and your iPhone is getting hot while charging, make sure that you always check the cables and chargers and see for any damage that they might have. If you see a damaged cable, make sure that you replace that because that might damage your battery as well. So always, again, make sure you use a certified or of course your original iPhone cable. Now, of course, when it comes to charging, you can also charge without a cable, of course, wirelessly. Now, when it comes to wireless chargers, you have to know that they will heat up your iPhone more, and of course, they will charge slower. Now, one thing that you need to know is that don't use cases while wirelessly charging. Now if you get an original case from Apple, the MagSafe case or something like that, of course you can use that, but if you use like bulk cases that you know will heat up your iPhone, make sure you remove them before you use wireless charging on your iPhone. Of course, we always want to charge our iPhones faster. Now, one way you can do that is using the brick that comes with your iPad. So if you have an iPad and you have this kind of brick, you can use that to charge your iPhone. It will charge faster and won't do any damage at all at the battery of your iPhone. Now this has been also confirmed by Apple, so if you just want to charge your iPhone faster and you happen to have one of these bricks that will come with an iPad or you purchase one, then feel free to use it. It won't do any damage at all to your iPhone's battery. Now, one thing that is kind of like a myth is that you should not charge your iPhone overnight. Now, that is perfectly safe. Your iPhone won't like overcharge or something like that. If you're charging your iPhone, you leave it when you go to bed. Feel free to do that. That's absolutely okay. You cannot overcharge your iPhone. So it's basically perfectly safe to do that because your iPhone's battery, when it's charged, iOS will stop the charging process, and that way it won't do any damage to the battery at all. And when it comes to this, of course, optimized battery charging is the way to go. I suggest everyone uses optimized battery charging. Now with time, iOS will learn your pattern and how you use your iPhone. And of course, if you leave your iPhone overnight charging, battery will charge basically up to 80% a few minutes before you get up. It knows your pattern. When you get up, usually it will charge it to 100%. Now when you go to your settings and you go here to battery, you will have here battery health. Here is optimized battery charging. Make sure you leave it on all the time. On the long run, for the lifespan of the battery of your iPhone, this will be a very good thing. This is an amazing feature. I know a lot of people turn this off because they maybe are afraid that their iPhone won't be charged at 100% or something like that, but just give it a few days and your iPhone will learn your pattern, and make sure that you always use that if you want to have a healthy battery on your iPhone. Now, according to Apple, the battery is at its best between 40% and 80%. That's the percentage where you should keep the battery of your iPhone. So iOS will do this automatically. It charges your iPhone up to 80% with, of course, optimized battery charging turned on, and once it knows that you will have to use it, it will charge it up to 100%. Now, if you use, let's say, your iPhone, you charge it always overnight. When you charge it during the day, let's say it's at 50%, you plug it into charge. Optimized battery charging will only charge it up to 80% because it knows that will be enough for that day. And then when you plug it overnight, it will charge it to 100%. So this is an amazing feature. So make sure you always use that if you want to have a much better battery life on the long run and keep the maximum capacity as high as you can. As I said, the best practice, and this has been confirmed by Apple, is to keep the battery percentage between 40 and 80%. Now, of course, you won't be able to do this all the time, but what you can do now with iOS 14 is set up your iPhone so that you basically keep your iPhone at those ranges of battery percentage. Now, one thing you can do is when it comes to 50%, start using low power mode, and you don't even have to bother about it with iOS 14. You can go to shortcuts here, go to automations, create personal automation, and scroll all the way down, go to battery level, and you can choose here the percentage. So in this case, we're using 50%, so equals 50, and you can go ahead and choose here to turn low power mode on. So let's just set low power mode, tap on right there, tap next, just disable this, and you're good to go. Now what this will do is set low power mode on automatically every time the battery percentage drops to 50%. That way, of course, you will keep your battery for longer at that percentage range, which is really good for the long run of the battery life. And of course, this has always been confirmed by Apple. Now, another thing you can do is when charging your iPhone, of course, you want to charge it faster. Now, using low power mode while charging your iPhone should make your iPhone charge faster because, of course, in the meantime, it will use less battery. Now, what you can do here is just go ahead and create another automation so you don't have to bother about it. So you go to shortcuts right here, go to automations, tap right there, create personal automation, and go to charger, and you can see here charger connected. Go ahead, tap next, add action, and again just search for low power mode. Now once you have created this, basically it will automatically turn on low power mode. Don't forget to disable this. It will turn on low power mode every time you plug in your device to charge. That way it will help your device charge faster. And last but not least, we're talking about charging the iPhone with your cable, of course, but that through a laptop or a computer, anything you want. Now, this has been confirmed by Apple. According to them, you have to make sure that your laptop or your computer is plugged in and powered while you're charging your iPhone using your computer. Now, I've tried it this way, and I've tried it with the MacBook here on sleep or basically not powered, but again it charges as normal. But according to Apple, you shouldn't do that because if the device is connected to a computer that is turned off, in some cases it might just drop the battery percentage of your iPhone. So always make sure that you have your laptop or computer turned on or plugged in before starting to charge your iPhone using a computer. So that's basically it for this video, guys. These are some of the best practices when it comes to charging the battery of your iPhone. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I will see you on the next one.